Alright guys, down here in central Indiana and walking into a piece of public never been into before. We're down here for Labor Day weekend. Everybody's back at the campground swimming and doing stuff, and they asked what I wanted to do, and well, here we are. This is what I want to do. I'm not much of a swimmer. Man, this goldenrod sucks right now. Look at this. But walking in here and gonna see how it goes. This is only about a half mile down from the campground we're staying at. So I just walked down here and kind of thinking that might work out to my benefit in the near future with a place to stay, obviously. Man, this is rough goldenrod. It's pollinating right now. Every time I go to talk, I get a mouthful of goldenrod here. So this is my first scouting mission of the year, and first time really in the woods. Obviously had the road show to get ready for and do all that, and a bunch of other life things, and like I said, we're on vacation, so instead of sitting around the camper, why not go do something useful here? So what I'm going to do is what I normally do first thing when I go to a new property, is pretty much do a perimeter. I don't know why, it seems like everybody else seems to go to the middle or whatever. I have to visually see the stuff I'm doing. Even like people use the maps, onX and stuff, just don't work for me. I got to get down on the ground and go see and set a perimeter. Once I get a perimeter, I can see what's going in and out, and then I kind of divvy up from there. So stay tuned and I'll keep you along as we go. Access is looking tough right here on this edge, so see how it goes. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so here's a prime example. If you was to look at onX, which I'll try to show a blip here if I can remember to insert it, it looks like you can walk right through here. Most certainly can't. That's 8 foot tall. Thicker than thick. So, and it just keeps going and wrapping around that way. So I think best bet is going to go this way till I get around it. Looks like the sycamore tree here hopefully changes the pattern here. But this is why you got to come out here, guys. Alright guys, so here's one. Walking along. This apple tree's pretty piss poor shape, but there's a decent amount of apples on this thing. And there's a decent amount of apples on the ground. But that also tells me one thing too. If there's this many apples on the ground and they're not ate up, probably not a lot of deer right in here. I mean, there's quite a bit. Although that's fresh. So I am probably going to mark this, because there's actually a decent amount up there, but that tree does not look so hot. But I'm going to mark this spot, because an early season hunt, this could make or break depending on the area. Looks like there might be another apple tree right there too. Yep, there is here. That one's more, see the line here, so I'm down in here and it goes right up. Right there's about the top of this here. So I'm on this lower parallel trail. kind of a little shelf right here. So I think they're bedding and eating right along this. I'm gonna mark this in that tree. We're gonna head up that way. Alright, so one thing I noticed, guys, I come out to this cornfield that's back here in the back, and there's absolutely no browse down this side. I'm seeing some on some of the leaves, but not a lot. As far as the corn goes, when this stuff's growing, these deer, if they're going through here, they'll come through and they'll nip on the tips of these. Same with the stalks as they're coming up, and there has been zip, zero, nada on this. Here's a mulberry tree that came down. See how low everything is here and how full it is? That's a really high stem count for a fence row. At least back in Michigan, this thing would be almost see-through because the deer have got it all browsed down. I mean, this is right here, easy. I'm just not seeing much. It's hard to tell in this mulberry tree if this is browse or it's just dead. Usually a low hanging limb like this would be, you know, busted up, hanging down a little bit, broken from them messing with it and communicating, leaving their scent, you know, rubbing their nose on it. I'm just not seeing it, guys. Not even seeing tracks. So far, not so good. Well, I must have kicked one up because you can see the spacing and it's all kicked up fresh. It just rained last night. Yeah, I think I kicked one up. Most certainly. Probably a 1.5-year-old buck, if I had to guess. But like I'm saying, this right here should just be hammered, and it's not. So you can see a deer walking here, and the one I bumped up here. Decent track. Well, I came across my first cell cam here on the edge of this corn, and still have not seen crap for deer sign, but there's a lot of coon sign. And we're right on the edge of a swamp here. The coons are having fun though, but there's just no tracks, not a lot of sign. Not feeling real good about it, guys. Not feeling real good about it. Deer can't defy gravity. If I had to sum this place up so far, I don't think the word thick even does this justice. I'm going to use the word impenetrable. This is just insane. I mean, it's just, you can't even get into this stuff, guys. There's no way with a stand on the back and bow, and I mean, this is crazy. Very, very limited access. Not a lot of sign. A lot of strikes going against this spot right here so far. See if it changes. So if I was a coon hunter, I know where I would be. Crazy.